Welcome again. In this chapter, I'll show you how to install a guest Linux virtual machine inside the VirtualBox Manager. Just to begin with, the already installed instances of the Linux virtual machine are present in my host Windows machine. You can see the entries in the container. Let me show you some of the properties. So there's these properties are easy to read and easy to understand, like the base memory. So like I've defined 4 GB of memory for this virtual machine. If I can increase it, I can define, let's say, 6 GB of memory. I don't need a floppy. I simply remove that. I don't even need the CD DVD. I'll remove that as well. Some of the display video memory, monitor count, obvious names, and the network. This is one of the crucial concept about virtual machine, and if you configured it incorrectly, you are in for big trouble because your guest machine won't be able to access the intranet or the internet. So you need to be very careful about which adapter you are choosing. There are some options available. Usually the default option is NAT, but that is only for the guest machine to access the internet. You won't be able to access the guest machine from the host machine. So if I try and ping the guest machine from the host machine, it would fail. But the reverse would be true. I can ping the host machine from the guest machine because I can access the internet. The recommended option is the bridge adapter. This is more of a compromise or a better flavor from NAT. What it does is it allows you to define or get a new IP from the DNS, and this once that IP is received by this virtual machine, this is more or less a physical hardware that other machines can ping or communicate with. Now let's get started. Let me first just show you how this virtual machine would look like. I'm starting off an instance of this Kubuntu machine, and let's see what it does. So once it is executing, you can see the options. It's already running as a machine, as if it is a physical machine. I can simply switch between the Windows and the Linux. Now here my machine is running. This is a Ubuntu machine. Once the machine boots up, I just need to specify the password for the account that I had created. And I am in. So my virtual machine is up and running. I can play around with this machine as if it was a physical hardware machine. I can do all the operation on this machine. I can even access it from other network machine. You can see this machine is up and running. So this is how a virtual machine would appear on a host Windows machine. Let me just shut it down and then get started with installing a new instance of a virtual machine that you're looking for. So to install a new machine, you simply need to press new, and it will show you the options that you need to specify. So let's get started and specify the name of this virtual machine. So a good name would be Q2 because it's a Kubuntu that I'm going to install, and this is the second one because I've already got one. So keeping it simple, I would simply say it K2. I'm going to install Linux. It's a 64-bit. Ubuntu does not matter. Let's say I dedicate 6 GB of memory to it. Create a new virtual hard drive. So this option, when you select this option, what it's going to do is going to create a file on the host operating system. In my case, Windows is the host operating system, so a file on the directory system of Windows would be created and committed to this virtual machine. Now just press create. I can see it is asking me about the file location. Let me validate where this file is going to be created. So it's asking me to create a C drive. I'm not interested to create administrative drive, so let me choose a drive that I can use. So I'll define it on this preferred location, and let's say I want to keep it as 48 GB. I'll keep the other option as default ones. For more information you can google about what are the hard drive types, but for this tutorial I'll be simply using VDI, that is the VirtualBox disk image. I'll keep the size as dynamically allocated, so even if it is 48 GB the actual size, and if I'm only consuming 1 GB, let's say, so it will be actually 1 GB on the physical space. Now I just need to press create, and wow, K2 is there. But is this machine ready to run? No, because there is no image onto it. So now again I'm going to press settings, go to storage, and add an ISO image as a mountable or a bootable CD drive. I'll say choose disk. I already downloaded an ISO image of Kubuntu version 15.04. Simply select it. Once selected, go to the network. I just need to access the internet, so I'll keep for the starters only NAT. This is network address translation. You can go to the VirtualBox website to find out more information about it. I'll give you some details of it in the later chapters, but for the time being I'm pretty much okay to launch this instance. So I'll launch this instance in the next chapter just to have more space and give you more time to understand the concept that we have just covered. Thank you, and see you in the next chapter.